morning.
At Amazon, we have husbands and wives that work together, daughters and mothers that work together, and we feel like a family together.
You driving home, right?
Don't always.
My name is Deontay, and I work with my fiance, Tiara. It's just fun to work with my best friend.
My daughter. We rely on everybody else. It's like a big, huge family. I'm very thankful to have that. Love ya.
Love you. The type of relationships that you create make you come in with a smile on your face.
And welcome to Arts on the Move podcast. I am your host, Calipso. Thank you so much for joining us. And tonight's show, we celebrate Pride Month, 51 years. Hip, hip, hooray for that. And to honor our guests here at Valley Culture, we are honoring them for that. And we have an awesome lineup. We have Lou Spitzo, Executive Directors of the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles. And we have Richard Ayub, Executive Director of Project Angel Food. And then we have our emerging artist, singer-songwriter, Abby Posner. All right, then. So we are getting closer to showtime. And when I mean showtime, I mean concerts in the park. Make sure you head on over to valleycultural.org to see the complete lineup. And I already know who are my favorites. Actually, they all are. Okay, so make sure again, valleycultural.org to see the complete lineup for the summer concerts. They begin Sunday, June 27th. With R&B Sounds, Terrell Edwards, Brittany Crush, and Aviva. And also, you definitely don't want to miss Councilman Bob Blumenfield July 4th Extravaganza, hosted by Woodland Hills Porsche, with opening acts Alunis and the main act Ticket to Ride. You definitely don't want to miss that. And again, valleycultural.org for all the information. All right, so really quick recap on what's been going on with me. Actually, no, before I head on to that, big ol' shout out to all the parents that all their kids graduated today or it was their last day of school. Because today it was my son's last day of school and he was really, really excited. Like he swore he had all these things to do. But I asked him, I said, so what are you planning on doing for the summer? You know, any plans? He's like, no, Mom, I'm not planning to do anything. And he swears that he can make plans without me. But apparently he wants to head on over to Arizona to go visit his little girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. You know what I did tell him? I did say, you know what, if you bring good grades, we might head on over there. I'm going to have to keep you updated for that because we don't know what the grades are so far. And I believe it will be posted maybe today or tomorrow. So we'll let you know about that. And also, if you guys need a dog walker, he's your guy in the OC area, okay? Because apparently he has nothing to do and we need this guy to start working, apparently, okay? So I was telling you about that summer body, you know, that I was trying to work on. It's not happening, but I did work out today. Okay, so that's a start, right? I did tell you guys next winter, summer body's going to be ready. But my boyfriend Nigel did tell me I accept you the way that you are. He's from London, by the way. And, you know, sometimes when I think that's what he told me, that he likes me the way I look. I mean, when we are communicating, it's kind of like we don't go in sync, but as long as he's smiling, I think that's okay, right? Okay, so my bosses are back from work, and at my other job, I would normally wear, you know, like leggings or like jogging pants or even sweatpants. Okay, I've never go too far as to wearing pajamas or anything flannel because I know that'd be bad. So now my naps are cut short, you know, because I used to take naps at work. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm getting caught right now. But honestly, really, work was so dead and boring because there was nobody there. I literally would probably just sit there and just be like dozing off. Does anybody do that? I'm so guilty about that. But I have to dress up. I have to wear jeans. I have to wear lip gloss. And I have to wear my earrings. And oh man, but you know what? I love dressing up here. You know why? Because sometimes it freaks my bosses out because I'm throwing them off. But today I went really, really neutral. As you can see, I look really normal. Last week, you know, we were trying to wear something else and, you know, it didn't happen. I asked for your guys' help, what looked good and what looked bad, and you guys didn't even help me out. So I guess my bosses win, right? Anyways, we'll be right back with Lou Spitzo after a word from our sponsors.
ROCKCELLAR magazine.
Hi, I'm Lisa Loeb, and I have a brand new album out.
I just want to let you know I have a new record out called Run To Me.
Hi, we're Pablo Cruz.
Check out our new single.
I've got new music.
I got a new hip. No, not that kind of hip.
Contests, giveaways, prizes. Daily free newsletter. Never miss out. Rock music news delivered. ROCKCELLARmagazine.com/subscribe.
Hello and welcome to the Valley Cultural Foundation's Arts on the Move event. I'm Congressman Brad Sherman from America's best named city, Sherman Oaks. If you or someone you know is having trouble dealing with any federal agency, perhaps a stimulus payment or difficulty with a PPP loan for small business, call my constituent services office at 818-501-9200. My staff works very hard, they'll solve your problem, and then I, Brad Sherman, take the credit. I think that's a great system. Again, our number is 818-501-9200. I'm Congressman Brad Sherman.
And welcome back to the show. I hope you're having a great one so far. Okay, so joining us, our very first guest, we have Lou Spitzo, Executive Director of Gay Men's Choir of Los Angeles. If we can get Lou onto the show, he is joining us. Hi, Lou.
Hi there. How are you?
Can
you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Beautiful.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm excited to talk to you about, and we are celebrating Pride Month. We are honoring all of our guests today. We want to thank you for joining us, and we want to know how's your day going, and also tell us about the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles.
Well, my day is going wonderfully. It's great to be looking toward the future and seeing things start to open up again. The Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles is an organization that is world known. We have been around the globe. We are singing for the world for the last 42 years. We began in 1979 in West Hollywood, even before West Hollywood was a city. The chorus is really a community of people, of men who sing and tell their story through song. I'd like to say that we change hearts and minds through our music. We educate, we entertain, we enlighten. And the chorus has been doing this brilliantly for all of these decades, through the good times and the tough times, through celebrations, through AIDS, through memorials, through the fight for marriage equality, standing up for terrible things in our country, such as the Matthew Shepard time of our world. And, ultimately, we do what we can do in the way we do it, and that's through voice. That's through our song. And it's an amazing community of guys who come together every Monday night to rehearse. We perform at two primary venues, one being the Alex Theater in Glendale, and the other is the Walt Disney Concert Hall. And we have three kinds of seasons, if you will. We have our formal season at the concert halls, where people purchase tickets and subscribe and support us in the way all the other major arts organizations in LA present and perform. We have informal concerts throughout the county and the region where we perform for free at hospitals, community centers, shopping centers. We've performed at the Lakers. We've performed at television events like the Oscars and the Independent Spirit Awards.
Wow.
And we perform in the schools, in the middle schools and the high schools, where we have to date performed for over 70,000 young people. So it's a pretty exciting and extensive program, and I'm just thrilled to be part of it.
It seems like you have a lot of shoes to fill, Lou. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So as the executive director, what do you find to be the most challenging part of your position?
Well, I would say certainly in the last year and a half, it's been COVID and dealing with COVID, but I would say the most challenging part of any executive director, and certainly this position, is making sure the organization is financially viable, keeping the resources current and to the level that we can present and engage as many people as possible. Because when people buy tickets to concerts, which is a wonderful thing, but that doesn't cover all the costs of the organization. So we need to fundraise from foundations and corporations and individuals. So it's always, as it is with any arts organization, from the very big ones like ALA Phil to the very small ones. And I think sometimes it's continually trying to make the case for the relevancy and why we are still important today, 42 years after our birth. So in COVID, of course, it's been sustaining an organization, keeping us going while we were not able to have regular performances and obviously generate the kind of income you do at that period.
As you were mentioning right now that, COVID was really challenging, what really motivated the chorus to continue to keep going?
Well, I would say this, a chorus is very different than any other kind of arts organization. I've managed symphony orchestras and I've managed theater companies and dance companies, but a chorus is a collective of people who wish to be together. It's people that want to work in community and in harmony. And I don't mean that as a pun. We want to work together, and you cannot create what we create in a singular fashion. And more than any other kind of arts organization, choral members, choir members, chorus members really feed off of the energy of each other. Rehearsing together is as important as performing together. And performing together is really a culmination and a celebration of what we do. And so in this case, what keeps us going is the looking forward to being together again. Oh. Now, during this period, the word pivot is used all the time now, right? We had to pivot to online and Zoom and, virtual and streaming concerts. So we had to ask of our members to do Zoom rehearsals where they would learn music, then go into their own rooms at home and record themselves and put them, make sure they knew the music, work with a click track and an audio track, perform and record. As you know, as a radio person and a TV person, you know how to do that. Mm-hmm. That's not easy for people who don't do that normally. And that's not easy really even for people who do that professionally. Yeah. So we have, 100 or more of our people at home, and they did it because they wanted to be contributing to keeping our chorus relevant and active and presenting. So I have to say, I have such respect for the members of our chorus. So we stay together in rehearsals and we stay together in Zoom events and parties. But of course, all of that is a facsimile for real life. As much as we love Zoom in that it kept us, look, if this had happened, God forbid, 30 years ago, what would we have done?
Oh, man.
We would have all just gone out of business.
Yeah.
Or at least suspended operation. Mm-hmm. But because of the ability through technology to stay together, but we are so anxious for the day that we can be, well, actually, I will tell you, I'll give you a little scoop. We're going to be part of I'll tell you more about the concert we're doing this weekend, but we're also part of a concert that ABC TV is doing on June 12th. And we came together at the Getty Center a couple of weeks ago to do a recording of music, or I should say a lip sync to music we'd already recorded. And it was the first time the guys, 52 of them, had been together in over a year and a half. And it was amazing to come together. It was a very emotional thing. And when we go back to rehearsing in September, it's going to be even more so.
That's beautiful. So talking about a chorus member, how does one become a chorus member? Like, how do you decide that, or who?
Absolutely. Well, we are a volunteer chorus, so everyone and anyone is, encouraged to apply and to audition. The next audition we will have is in January. We are not going to have auditions in September because we're just going to be coming back to rehearsal, and we want to do a lot of outreach in the community to bring new people in. But if you go to gmcla.org, there is a section on our website that where someone can express their interest and sign up for further information. So gmcla.org. All you need to do is send us your information. We'll keep you on the list, and in probably in December we'll reach out to you, and we'll have auditions in January. You do not need to be gay or a man, or there's no real requirement. We are gay men. The majority of are men, but we have some people who are non-binary. But we love everyone, and we want everybody to be comfortable, and we love every age and background, and we are trying we really are trying to reach out to everyone, especially in these days after COVID, to rebuild even a larger chorus than we had before.
That's awesome. Okay, so you brought along a very compelling PSA video. Would you like to introduce it?
Yes, thank you. Well, the PSA is this is a video from the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles, a live music project, or as we call it, AMP. AMP has to date reached over 70,000 middle and high school students in the LA County schools, public schools primarily. We perform for assemblies of these wonderful young people, where our goal is twofold. It's to entertain and to enlighten them as to what a chorus is and the beautiful music that we make, and also to have them get to know gay men on a firsthand basis. And there is a two-part component to this, which you will see. It's both performing, and there's a part of the program where members of the chorus stand up and basically speak their own coming out story and what it was like for them when they were in high school. And we find through our own research and surveys that we have a profound impact on young people's attitudes towards the LGBTQ community after we've been there. It really opens their minds. We're not trying to present propaganda or tell anybody how to be or what to do. We actually provide direction to resources for young people if they have questions. We're not a coming out group. We're not a social service organization, but we basically have them experience the beauty of our music and the beauty of our people, the members of the chorus, on a firsthand basis. So this is from a high school program that we performed 2 years ago.
Okay, let's go ahead and watch it.
Go out and tell our story, let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you, make them hear you.
I'm Steven, and I work as a motion capture engineer, and I've been in the chorus for 10 years.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm a manager, and I've been in the chorus since 2014.
I'm Steve, and I've been with the chorus for 25 years, and I am a minister.
My name is Misha. I'm a librarian, and I've been with the chorus the entire 40 years.
I was a music major in school, and it was pretty classical in nature, and I wanted something a little more diverse and found the chorus. What I found was more than just music. It's a family. We take care of each other. We look after each other.
The year I joined the chorus, 2012, I had never had many gay friends. I had never met that many gay people, and we marched in the parade. So walking out on Santa Monica Boulevard and seeing all the people full of love and support made me see that I could have a future as a gay person, and it could be lovely and full of love and life and light.
I grew up in a small town in Illinois of about 6,000 people. I was one of those kids who everyone else in school knew I was gay before I did, and I was always terrified. But as I grew older, and I did start to come out to people in my school and to the adults in my church, I realized they were just reacting with love and acceptance, and it was just no big deal.
Now, growing up, I never talked about my feelings with my dad, and he never talked to me about anything emotional. But in planning for our visit, we had to talk over the phone. We had several conversations, and we landed on the topic of discrimination. At the time, marriage equality hadn't passed here in the US, so I was explaining to him that gay people could not get married to the person they loved. He was quiet for a second, and then he said, "That's crazy." And all of a sudden, he started to relate to me stories about him going to school here in the US during the 60s, and about the times he felt that he was being discriminated against. And he said, thinking about that, he felt that he could finally understand what the gay community is going through right now, fighting for marriage equality. And we embraced that what matters to us is that family is family, and love is love.
Hello. My name is Dave, and already with just this sentence, you know I'm gay. I love my voice. I use it to sing with these amazing men. I use it to talk to all of you. It's funny how those traits that we perceive as troublesome when we're young, the ones that make us stick out and feel self-conscious, turn out to be the traits that make us shine brightest.
I see your true, I see your true colors. I see your true colors. And that's why I love you so good. To let them show your true colors. True colors. Like a rainbow.
We really want to thank you for sharing that video. I know that you have an event coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, this is our third concert of our season. It is our Pride concert to kick off Pride Month. Title is Pride Shining Through. If your folks who are listening and watching can go to pride.gmcla.org, pride.gmcla.org, or just go to the gmcla.org website. You'll find the information on how to sign up or reserve. It's a free concert, 1 hour, streaming this Saturday at 8 p.m. And we will be performing 12 songs, everything ranging from Cyndi Lauper's True Colors to her show-stopping song from Kinky Boots, Raise You Up, to Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, to Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. I mean, it's the songs are chosen to represent pride and what it means to be proud of this month and what it means to be who we are. We have a wonderful host, Melvin Robert, who is with Spectrum News 1, and he's also a phenomenal singer, used to be with the chorus. He's soloing and singing the wonderful song, This Is Me, from The Greatest Showman. So I'm really excited about this particular virtual concert, and I hope people will tune in or get on board and stream. And if they cannot watch it on Saturday night, it'll be available for 48 hours after.
Oh, that's awesome. So speaking about the songs really quick, I wanted to know, do you or any of the chorus members write the original songs?
Well, as a matter of fact, our music director and conductor, Ernest Harrison, is also a composer, and he has written one of the songs that are going to be performed Saturday night. On this concert. And there are men in our chorus. You just saw in that video The Last Man Speak, who is Dave Volpe. Dave is a composer and an arranger, and he's done quite a lot of work for the chorus. So we have people in the chorus who are professional singers in Hollywood, session singers and singers on film. We have Broadway people who have moved out to LA. We have a great number of composers and arrangers. So and we have dancers as well. because when we perform, sometimes we have production numbers in which the chorus members dance. So there's a heck of a lot of talent in this chorus.
That's awesome. So being a member of the chorus can obviously be very life-changing. Is there like a story that you heard from the chorus members, you know, how they feel about the chorus?
Well, I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to say there's one story that is particularly profound. About 6 years ago, when I was on the board of directors at this time, we had a young man who was thrown out of his home. He lived in another state. He was a young guy, and he saw the chorus, the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles, on our YouTube channel, which is, if anyone has had the opportunity to go to GMCLA at our YouTube channel, you'll see we have hundreds and hundreds of incredible videos. And this young man had seen us, and he knew he needed to get away from his situation. He was thrown out of the house. He drove to Los Angeles, put his clothes in his car and drove here, and came to the chorus office and said, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I know I want to be a member of this chorus. And he is still with us today. And we have had, I believe, an incredible and profound impact on his life. But, you know, the chorus members range in age from 21 years old or thereabouts to people who are 80 years old. We have members of the chorus from the original group, the original 1979 group. We have members of the chorus who have been living with AIDS or HIV for decades. And we have young ones who are coming up in a very different world. And the great thing about who we are is that it's really a fellowship. It's a community of people who help each other. So while I am excited to talk to your listeners and your viewers about our performances, which are so wonderful, and the work we do in the schools, the chorus itself, the 200 members of the chorus, are truly a family that depend on each other. And I don't want to sound saccharine or overstate it, because I don't think I understood enough of what they meant to each other until I became so closely connected. And they have helped each other. We have a group that's called GMCLA Cares, where we will help our members who have financial difficulty or health issues. We actually go into hospitals and perform. Groups of our members go into hospitals and perform for people who are unwell. And we do this particularly in the holiday time. Every holiday, we make a rounds of the hospitals in the area. So being of service is a big part of who we are.
That's so beautiful. This is like literally like behind not just the chorus group, but they said a family. I can't help but be so compassionate. Do you ever get just let it get so personal with you that you just can't help and just, you know what, we're here for you. You know, we are a family. How is that? Is that hard to separate the two, or how do you? I know, because you are the executive director.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've worked a lot in the arts, and I've worked on Broadway, and I've worked in very professional, very, big time settings. And the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles is really a community-based organization. We are a professional 501c3. We've been around a long time. We raised money. We have a professional, representation and appearance. But at the heart of who we are a community, and we are a volunteer organization. So when you cannot help but have it's a different connection than working with wonderful musicians. I had the honor to work with great musicians and great people in theater who are professionals, and we pay them and they're great. But these folks who are in GMCLA, when we got back to being together a couple of weeks ago at the Getty Center, when we taped this performance, we were all in tears. It was just incredibly emotional to be together again.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. All right, Lou, well, thank you so much. Make sure that you go ahead and tell us again the concert that's coming up really quick.
It's Pride Shining Through. You can go to pride.gmcla.org or simply gmcla.org, our website. This Saturday at 8 p.m., it's streaming on YouTube Premium, and it'll be on YouTube for 48 hours after the concert. It's free. We do encourage people, if they can afford it, to donate at a minimum of $20 to help defray the costs of the concert, because there's a lot of video and production costs, as you know. But it's a free concert. We're accessible to all. And during this kind of time of COVID, we've reached thousands of new people. Actually, we reach people all over the world during this incredible season where we've done everything virtually. So that has been the silver lining, I would say, in all of this.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lou, for joining us. You have a wonderful day. All right. So actually, we're going to commercials, and we'll be back with Project Angel Food, and let us know what they have going on.
Hi, I'm Tim Gaspar with Gaspar Insurance, and we are thrilled to announce that we're the proud sponsor of the Valley Cultural Foundation's new Arts on the Move podcast. The Valley Cultural Foundation does fantastic work here in the San Fernando Valley, bringing arts and music and culture to all of us. Did you know U2's first concert in the United States was right here in Reseda at the Reseda Country Club? And Bruno Mars was actually discovered in Woodland Hills at Pickwick's Pub? Very, very cool. As the leading auto and home insurance agency in the San Fernando Valley, we're thrilled to be a part of all of this. And as part of this podcast, if you call our office and get a quote for auto, home, or earthquake insurance, you'll get a $10 Amazon gift card just for making the call. So please call one of our team members today. Go to gasparinsurance.com and let us know that you heard about us on the podcast. Now, enjoy the podcast and have a great day.
All right, welcome back to the show. But before we get to Richard, we want to show you a video of Project Angel Food right now.
It was the presence of death and the proximity of death that impelled us into greater life.
Project Angel Food founder Marianne Williamson realized that many people diagnosed with or dying from AIDS were too weak to leave their homes to shop for food or cook for themselves. So Marianne knew what had to happen next. We had to take the meals to them. For Project Angel Food to take flight, it took commitment, courage, and compassion. At first, small groups would gather in the kitchen of the Crescent Heights United Methodist Church and make a few dozen meals, jump in their cars, and race around Los Angeles to make sure the food was delivered with a smile, a hug, and a kind word.
Now, 30 years later, we are sending food to people living with HIV, people with heart disease, lung disease, diabetes, kidney failure, and they are the ones most prone to get the coronavirus. Project Angel Food has continued our operations uninterrupted since the pandemic began. And we are very proud that not one single person has missed a delivery. I truly believe we were born for this moment.
All right, we want to go ahead and welcome Richard Ayub, the executive director of Project Angel Food. Welcome, Richard. How are you?
Hi, Calipso. It's so great to be here. Happy Pride, everyone.
Yes, happy Pride to you. Thank you for joining us. I know you've had a really, really busy day today. And, congratulations on Project Angel Food delivering over, oh my goodness, this amount is huge. 14,000 meals today. Was that million today?
I think you missed a zero. It's 14 million meals today.
I was testing you, Richard. I was just making sure you were on top of it.
Did I pass?
Yes, you did. That's such a great accomplishment. Wow, that is amazing. My hat's on to you guys. And you're here talking to us. I mean, thank you so much. Please tell us about Project Angel Food in your own words, because I know that you're the executive director of it.
Great, thank you. So first of all, I want to thank you for inviting us to be here. And I want you to know that today was a very, very special day because you don't just do 14 million meals every day. And 14 million meals is not through a robot or through machines, it's through people power. It's human beings packing the meals and infusing the love in those meals. So we've done that 14 million times as of noon today, June 3rd, 2021. That's very special. And our founder, Marianne Williamson, was here. Rufus Wainwright sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Polly Perrette was here giving our
recipient of the meal, some nice goodies from Project Angel Food, and Sandra Lee carried the meal. And so what I want to tell you, and this is the story of Project Angel Food. The gentleman who received the meal came to us in 1994. He had HIV and he had been in a coma. He came out of the coma. He had nowhere to turn. His boyfriend had just broken up with him and he was alone. He called Project Angel Food and we were there for him. Then, after about 10 years, he called and said, you know what? You all have done a great job with me. I'm feeling better. Give this service to someone else. Wow. Then in 2015, he called again and he said, I need help again. And he's been with us since. Project Angel Food has this motto: for life, for love, for as long as it takes. For this client, Richard E., we have been there for as long as it takes. We were born in response to the AIDS crisis in 1989. Here we are 32 years later, still serving people medically tailored meals for people with HIV, heart disease, lung disease, diabetes, kidney failure, and all forms of cancer. That's what Project Angel Food does. Our founder, Marianne Williamson, says, we don't just bring food, we bring love to our clients.
That is beautiful. You're saying that's so passionate. It's so beautiful. Give us a little bit about your background and your connections, and how also, you work in the entertainment also as well with Project Angel Food.
Well, my background is TV production, being a TV producer. Okay. So you're thinking, how in the world can a TV producer become an executive director? So I actually went from executive producer to executive director. But there are a lot of similarities. When you're producing, you're juggling 1,000 things at a time. When you're the executive director of Project Angel Food, 1 minute you're talking to a client, the next minute you're talking to a donor, the next minute you're talking to someone on the staff, then you're talking to a volunteer, and then you're talking to a board member. You have so many things you're juggling at one time, and you need to be skillful at that and be able to switch gears. The most important transferable skill that I have from TV production is storytelling. That's the core of what we do. All I do all day, every day is tell stories. And you want the stories to really impact the listener. You want the stories to make them think of someone they might know and think, how can I be involved?
That's beautiful. You have big shoes to fill. My goodness. Want to talk to us about like the celebrity supporters that you have?
Absolutely. So Project Angel Food has always been blessed with celebrities. When we first started, Elizabeth Taylor, Bette Midler, they were always here for us. Then through the years, Judith Light and Sharon Stone and Whoopi Goldberg. And recently we've had Prince Harry and Meghan come join our team. And we've had just Jamie Lee Curtis. We've had some of the biggest stars in Hollywood who care about other human beings and want to use their fame for good. And we are very blessed that they pick us because we have a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of organizations you can give to, a lot of organizations competing for your attention. Mm-hmm. And so when a celebrity says, we want to bring the spotlight to you, we say, bring it on.
I love that. I love that. So I understand that you guys have a telethon coming up. Is that correct? Please tell us a little bit about that.
So last year, we couldn't do our annual gala, which we do in our parking lot. It's incredible. We turned this parking lot into this beautiful outdoor ballroom. But because of COVID, we canceled it. This year, it was too close to the reopening of the economy in Los Angeles. We decided we would cancel it again this year, but we had to replace it with something. So we created this old school telethon with new school technology. So Calipso, you're way too young to remember the Jerry Lewis telethon.
I do remember this. And it
used to be my favorite thing for Labor Day. And so I said, I want to bring some of those elements. And at the same time, I want to bring in the technology of Skype and Zoom. And so we had a phone bank, but it wasn't in studio. It was through Zoom, a Zoom phone bank with celebrities. And we did Skype calls, everything else. This year, we're going to do our second annual Lead with Love telethon, July 17th on KTLA Channel 5, 2 hours, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Our goal is $1 million. Wow. And we're going to have celebrities in studio. We're going to have performances. I can tell you already, Gloria Estefan has agreed to perform, and Vanessa Williams has already agreed to perform as well.
Wow. I already want to go. I would like to can you sign us up? Because we'd love, if you need any help, you let us know. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
And where can we go to help for Project Angel Food? Give us information on the website, social media.
So Project Angel Food is on all media platforms, and we're always at Project Angel Food, except Twitter, which made us make our name a little smaller. So we're at Proj Angel Food, Proj Angel Food on Twitter. And anyone who wants to donate, $5 pays for a meal. $5 pays for a medically tailored meal for someone who's sick, at home, and alone. And that goes a long way. angelfood.org/donate. angelfood.org/donate.
All right. So make sure you guys head on over there. And again, when is the telethon again?
It's July 17th, Saturday night at 7 p.m. on KTLA. If you have Roku, it also streams on Roku.
Okay.
And so you can see it wherever you're at. And it's going to be very entertaining. It's going to be very rewarding. And we're very excited because Los Angeles has never let us down. This organization has been around for 32 years. We've had ups and downs, but the community has always come through for us when we said we need your help. And I can tell you that in the last year, we've increased the amount of people we serve by 38%. We went from serving 1,500 people a day to 2,300 people a day.
That is amazing.
That's just incredible. And for the first time ever, we cooked, prepared, and delivered 1 million meals in 2020. You know how many we usually do, Calipso?
Yeah, I'm curious.
650,000. We had to work faster and smarter and do more because the pandemic required it.
Yeah.
And, since we were born during a pandemic, which was the AIDS crisis, and now we're living through another one, we truly feel like we were born for this moment.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Any last words you want to give to our audience, our listeners?
What I'd like to tell people is thank you for watching this show. Thank you for caring about your community. And, we can do it in many ways. You can make a donation, you can volunteer, or you can share on social media. Yeah. Any one of those three ways helps us, helps, the Valley Cultural Foundation, helps anyone who's involved. I know the Gay Men's Chorus were on earlier. If you care about someone, help amplify their message. Make sure others hear about it. Do some, word of mouth, because that's a very powerful way to help these organizations grow.
That's very true. Thank you so much, Richard. You have a wonderful day. And then coming back from commercials, we're going to have emerging artist, songwriter, singer, Abby Posner after this.
Joe Andrews here, Pinnacle State Properties. My wife Katie and I want to take a moment to say thank you very much for all your support throughout the years. And you know what? We have, over the years, have been supporting the Valley Cultural Foundation. The Valley Cultural Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit that brings the community together. Whether it be arts, music, there's nothing like the Valley Cultural Foundation. So give them a call, find out what it is they do, and be part of it. In the meantime, if you're thinking about buying, selling real estate, give Joe and Katie Andrews a call, and you can reach us at joeandkatieandrews.com. We're proud to be part of the Pinnacle State family. So thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.
Topanga is open with over 200 retailers ready to serve you. Westfield Reward members can earn 2.5% cash back when you shop at any Westfield Topanga and the Village store or restaurant, and up to $750 cash back when shopping luxury. So sign up today and get exclusive access to events, gift with purchases, and more. Visit westfield.com/Topanga or text 818-306-5956 to learn more. After a year of keeping seniors safe during COVID-19, the Los Angeles Jewish Home is now delighted to welcome back new residents as well as participants to their community-based services. To learn more, visit lajh.org.
The Chumash people have stood proud along the California coast for thousands of years. Today, we stand for education. With our tribal youth high school graduation rate at 100%, we stand for giving. As contributors of more than $25 million to the community, we stand for the environment, diverting 90% of our waste stream from landfills. And we stand for wellness, serving 3,000 patients from our health clinic. We are the Santa Ynez Band of Chumash Indians, standing proud with the Valley Cultural Foundation.
And welcome back to the show. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves. We are celebrating Pride Month, and we are with our last guest joining us. We have emerging artist, singer-songwriter, Abby Posner. Welcome to the show. Come on in.
Hey, Calipso. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. And you just had to say, hey, and it sounded like you were like, hey.
Hey.
You're already
happy
singing.
Pride.
I swear, I need to have you in an app or something so you can wake me up. Oh, you are so divine. I love it. You are such a breath of fresh air. We can't wait to talk to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you know you had the passion for singing and songwriting? Tell us, the floor is yours.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you so much for having me. This has been so wonderful. I'm so impressed with all the guests so far. Angel Food
Project,
right?
Angel Food, yes.
I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
We gotta step it up,
Wow.
Abby.
Well, I just fed millions of people. I'm like, oh, I wrote a song. So
I just put
so
my
I'm
outfit
Abby
together
Posner.
today, Abby. You're fine.
Yeah, I got dressed. I put on pants. That's what I did. I went to Whole Foods and got a smoothie. Yeah, I'm Abby. I've been making music for, since I was a little kid. I came out to California from Colorado to study music at Cal Arts. And it's been kind of an ongoing journey since I've been doing music full time in the city. Since 2006, and teaching and touring and writing for film and TV and scoring movies and just juggling. I'm a songwriter and I play live with my band Abby and the Myth, which is an Americana folk band. And yeah, pretty much everything music all the time.
My goodness, that's amazing. And what is your process when you are actually creating your music? I mean, I see that you have, is that your studio behind? I mean,
yeah, this is my studio. Yeah. I actually live underneath this, my recording studio is underneath this beautiful old house. You can actually probably hear my neighbors in Santa Monica. And I've got my drum set back there. I've got my bass and guitars and banjo and mandolin. You can't see this wall over here, but it's covered with instruments. So yeah.
That's awesome. So,
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, because you said you've been doing, I read somewhere where you've been doing music for about 16 years. What is like the training influences and the background behind all that? I mean, how did it be born?
Yeah. So, like I said, I went to Cal Arts and I studied multi-instrumentation there, and it was mostly composition, guitar, world percussion, jazz, music theory. It was kind of a multi-focus program. And so that was my training. And then I went on to, like I said, to teach and tour. But the training that I had at CalArts was amazing because it was a little bit of world music and a little bit of structured classical theory. And yeah, it was just an amazing experience. I met so many wonderful people at CalArts.
Love that. So what makes you unique as an artist? What makes you Abby?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, so I play drums, I play bass, banjo, mandolin, percussion, ukulele.
What am I doing with my life?
I'm not feeding 1 million people. That's one thing, and I wish I was. But yeah, I record when I make a record. I love to play everything on it and produce everything. So I'm also a producer in the studio and an engineer. So I like to kind of put all those tools into play on my albums. And then when I play live, I like to switch up the different instruments that I play. So I think that's what makes me unique.
That's awesome. So you identify yourself as a queer rather than lesbian. And can you explain that? I know you're a little open, but elaborate on that a little bit.
I'm a queer. Yeah. I like queer. I don't know about a queer, but I like that better now.
Oh, Abby.
Yeah, so queer, we actually talked about this because we're now buddies, you and I. We go way back to yesterday. Yeah, totally. Little knuckles there. But queer is for a lot of older people or in the LGBT. No, I'm saying like a lot of older people don't like that word because it, for them, it makes them think of the slang word like, oh, you're so queer, as in you're so dumb. A lot of people back in the day, my parents' day, would use the word in a bad way. And I think that my generation took it back and made it more of a power word. And so queer, I like to think of queer as an umbrella for all of this kind of pansexuality, fluidity, gay, straight, or gay, bi, kind of an umbrella. Yeah.
Okay.
Not so much the straight. You can also say you're queer, I guess, if you're straight, but it wouldn't really be true. I don't know why I included that, but it's this umbrella for the LGBTQ folks.
Have you actually found it difficult to be accepted as, queer artists? Have you found it hard or?
I don't think that it's necessarily like difficult to be accepted. I've definitely had to go through a lot of different loops and hurdles. And I think I have to work extra hard as a queer artist in the industry, but I don't know that it's been so much, I don't think that it's been like the thing that has held me back. I think that it's just people are slowly starting to accept queer people and people of color and, like a wide variety of, a more diverse. I feel like we're entering into a more diverse industry. And so I think that there's more of an acceptance than there was when I first started. And there were challenges for sure.
So, Abby, does your music reflect that?
That's a good question too. My music is about a lot of different things, but primarily it is about this kind of inner journey and like putting the puzzle pieces together. If I have something that I'm sorting through in my personal life, music has always been like a resolution to maybe a bumpy road. And it's been kind of an answer to a puzzle. So I think that a lot of LGBTQ people can hopefully relate to my lyrics and make it their own. Through the stories that I tell about internal struggle and through, because I think my music is people music. I don't know that it's just leaning toward gay people. I think that it's hopefully people can relate to it on a human level.
I do know that you are going to do a live performance for us, which I'm actually really excited. Do you know what song you're going to perform for us? And tell us a little bit about it.
I have no idea.
Oh, so you still don't know what you're going to sing for us? Well, you better come up with the facts.
Well, Calipso, we were talking yesterday, and I was saying I really like to not know the questions, and I like to not know what I'm doing because I like to build off the conversation. But yeah, I think I have an idea of what song I'll do. So this is a new one, and I'm going to turn on some reverb.
Okay. Looks like a very heavy guitar.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of heavy. So this is a song called Emergency Use Only. It's going to be on my new album, hopefully coming out in the fall.
Okay.
To stay awake on these dark and windy roads, could nod off with a blink. These days life feels like a chore, pulled out to the deepest sea. Now I cannot find the shore, so take it out on me. All the stories in your head, you don't have to believe. And time may slip on by. It doesn't matter what you know, it's about how hard you try. So take it all out on me. Yeah, take it all out on me. I just called to say goodbye. It didn't go our way at all, so we rewrote every line. I know life can bring you down. Ooh, sending out an SOS. We can turn this thing around. So take it all on me. You project the stories, and I'll be the screen. Don't let it slip on by. The arc of what we learn depends on how hard you try. So take it all out on me. 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 You project the stories, and I'll be the screen. Take it all out on me. Don't let it slip on by. Take it all out on me. And I'll be your screen. Take it all out on me. Don't let it slip on by. Take it all out on me.
Wow. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Abby. That was great. That was so beautiful. I could just imagine myself just driving with like the top, what do you call it, the top down, and just the mountain areas, the wind blowing in my hair. I could just imagine that out, and just like all my frustrations.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's exactly what that song is for.
That's what I was envisioning. That's amazing. What do you love?
Awesome.
What do you love most about what you do, Abby?
Oh my gosh. I just love all of it. I specifically love being in the studio and playing everything. Like I love this beautiful game of production where I'm able to hear an arrangement and then make it come to life. It's like, it's like a painting. It's like creating a painting, and music being the colors that you get to kind of like create this beautiful musical canvas with. So I love being in the studio. I love touring. I love playing live. Like it's kind of, I love all of it. I love playing with my band. They're amazing. It's a lot of energy. It's so fun. I've actually got a gig tomorrow that is it's a virtual Pride show. And I'm going to be playing with Kip and Martin and Tret Fury. And we are on at 5 p.m. tomorrow. You can still get tickets at my website. Yeah.
All right. What's your website?
Oh, it's just abbyposner.com. I was going to have a sign and then I forgot it.
That's fine, Abby.
So let's imagine that it's right here. abbyposner.com.
We're having such a great time, but we actually need to go to commercial break. Will you stick with us and maybe possibly sing us another song?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, great. So she said yes. Coming back after this, okay?
Amazon uses a lot of technology, but the real magic is the people.
Jerry, I think it's time for a dance move.
I have great friends that work here. We laugh, we joke, but we also get our job done. We support each other, and we just rock it out. There's so many people coming together to create one goal. Everybody always wants to make sure you're safe and having fun. Work friends turn into work family.
And welcome back to the show. We still have our emerging artist, Abby Posner. And she actually, you can hear us now, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Okay. So I know that, you have it's a virtual event for tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When are you do you have any plans on going back on the road, like live in the future?
Yeah, so I've been playing live in LA a few times, actually. I played at the Mint recently. They have outdoor shows. I played at 77 Lounge. And my band is so excited to be playing back at our home base venue called Hotel Cafe. And that's
I've heard
in
of this
Hollywood.
This is like, oh my God.
Oh, it's
beautiful.
It's amazing.
I
It's an amazing venue, and it's mostly for, singer-songwriters and folk artists. And so we're going to be there August 7th.
Okay, I'm writing that down.
Yeah, well, we'll get you in. We'll get
Can
you
you get
girl.
us tickets? Can you really?
Yeah, no, I'll comp you for sure. Yeah.
Oh my
for
God,
sure.
she said so. We have it on tape, so we're going. I'm already picking out my outfit because that's all I know how to do.
I love it. This is what I'm wearing. So.
I know when to spot you. So, Abby, I do know that you are a new mom. I wanted to bring that up. So, how is that for you?
Yeah, so it's so funny. That's another thing that I think is so important for LGBTQ people to know, is that families can look different. And mom, to me, it was really interesting. My partner was like, oh, what do you want the baby to call you? Because I don't really identify as a mom.
You look like you're young, you're a young mom. You don't have a
thank
child.
you.
Yeah.
I'm actually 37. Thank you. Go on.
Oh my goodness. You are well rested. You don't look like a new mom. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, so this is the cool situation with first of all, with fertility and modern fertility and science and queerness and the evolving LGBTQ community that decides to be parents and families that decide to, be different. And so my partner was actually in the fertility process before we met. And she was like, hey, I'm definitely going to be a mom. I just want you to know that. This is years ago.
Uh-huh.
So I knew it was coming, and I've always been like a little ambivalent about kids. Like I knew I wanted to be a parent, but I didn't really know how that was going to look and how I was going to balance that out with my music.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in currently our situation is really different because I am, you know, like this has been something she's wanted. So I'm kind of stepping in as a part-time, I call myself Ba. Instead of mom. I made my own little kind of name up for parents. So I'm her Ba, and I kind of step in a few days a week, and I get to be here and make music the other time, and it's working for now, and things change and evolve. And I want everyone to know that you can do family different. It doesn't have to be by the textbook. It doesn't have to be, you move in, you get married, you have a baby, and it's a man and a woman. Like families look different, and the more different they are, they should be celebrated.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're right. There's definitely no book into it, because I still don't know what I'm doing after 25 years with my child. You know, wait till it. You know what I do? I can tell you this. Those terrible twos, though, you got to watch out for those terrible twos. Those are bad.
I'm kind of excited about that because I'm not like, I tell my partner's probably tired of hearing this. I love her name's Clementine. I love her, but I've never been a baby person. I've never been like a newborn, like, oh my God, I have to hold the baby person. Yeah. I've always been someone I love toddlers. I love like 2 to like 18. I've worked with kids. I've taught all ages. I love teenagers. I think they're so silly and goofy and ridiculous, and I love them. And I love toddlers too. So I'm kind of more excited about the like interaction there.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, it's a journey, and it's really special.
Well, congratulations to that, Abby. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you going to sing us another song? Possibly?
Sure. Well, see, this is how the conversation works. I love it because I was going to play a different song, and now, since we're talking about being a parent, I'm going to play this song because my partner's always wanted to be a mother. And, I wanted to write a song years ago about what I thought it could be like. This is obviously before Clementine came into our lives. And it's called Fall Apart.
Okay.
Gotta have the reverb.
Yeah.
Can you hear it okay?
I can hear it fine.
Fits and furies without a warning, losing sleep endlessly. There's no place to run. Darling, have you had enough? Are we moving or slowly fading? All the dreams that you have been trading. No more quiet, no more choosing. You can't slow down time. Now you can't get enough. And in the eyes of spring, you've never known a love like this. It will hook your heart. You will fall apart. Best way. Now we're tangled like twisted branches, messy rooms, all those crooked dances, turning pages, knights and saviors. You can't slow down time. Now you can't get enough. And when the den is cleared, you will dread the silence, dear. It will break your heart. fall apart in the best way.
That was beautiful, Abby. Okay, now I think that for Clementine, when she's 16 years old and she has her sweet 16 party, if she gets one, you have to sing her that and like a video footage of like when she was born to like now. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful idea. That's a beautiful, like a little montage of her. Oh, that's beautiful.
I can
yeah.
totally picture that. Okay, if you ever
That's great.
If you ever need a host, let me know. If you need an MC host, I got you.
I got you. That's awesome.
I love that. That's so beautiful. I mean, it definitely changes you. And this was you thinking how you thought it was before children.
Oh yeah, this is before she even came into the picture, because I was thinking about this, on and off for my entire life. Like, do I want to be a parent? Do I not? One year I would really want to be a parent, then the next year I'd really not want to be a parent. I definitely am very clear that I don't want to carry, which is unfortunate because it's so beautiful when queer couples can actually carry each other's eggs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I wish I did want to carry, but it's very much a clear, like, I'm usually down to try something. I'm a very open person, but this is just a very clear thing for me.
You're like, it's not happening.
Not happening. Nope, this womb is closed.
Like how they say with us, this factory is closed. So now you have to write a song for Clementine on how it is now with having children.
Yeah, we started to, my partner likes to help me with my lyrics because she's a writer. She's a writer for TV.
That's awesome.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I played her some ideas and we like to sing together sometimes, and it's really sweet. Yeah.
Is there ever a day when you're just like, you know what, the writing today, it's not happening? What do you do? What do you do when you're across from that? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, there are lots of days like that. I think it's really important for artists to have a balance of like mental health self-care days where you go and you take a long hike, or you, like for me, it's riding my bike. That's where I get I cook up inspiration on my bike. Mindfulness, meditation, switch it up. It doesn't have to be this thing that you're like white knuckling through. I have to write a song. Or like, I have to paint this painting. Because I think that the world is like too big for that to like stress over that. So switch it up. Go, I teach, music, and I tell my students, go outside, take a walk. You're not feeling inspired, change it up a bit.
That's good. Is there any artists that inspired you throughout when you're doing your music? Name a few.
Oh yeah, tons. There's one of my favorite musicians. His name is Andrew Bird. He's incredible and just a genius. And Chris Thiele is also an absolutely brilliant genius of a songwriter and arranger. I look up to them. As for a female, Laura Veers is one of my favorite songwriters. She's incredible. Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anyone that you would love to collaborate with if that ever were an opportunity?
Andrew Bird.
Who?
Yeah, Andrew Bird.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Bird, hands down. Yeah.
Really? Why?
Because I just think that he's probably one of my favorite songwriters. He's a multi-instrumentalist like myself. He's got arrangement ideas that are so magical and so rich and exploratory. I feel like Andrew, if you're listening into this podcast right now, let's make some music. Let's do it. I think we would make a good. We'd make a good match. I'm sure he's tuning in right now.
Or if not, we'll send him the link, okay?
It's right here, abbyposner.com, right here.
Yeah, you
Just
see
imagine
it?
that.
Oh, no, this way, abbyposner.com. Right there, Arts on the Move podcast.
Just trailing by in your imaginary lens.
So anything else coming up? Okay, I was reading also that you've been doing like TV as well. Tell us a little bit about that. Are you are acting as well?
Yeah, I've been like writing music for TV. So
Okay.
I do what's called sync, SYNC, where you're kind of writing music for a show or for a brief of a music supervisor that works on a show.
Pretty cool.
So I've been doing that and writing for music libraries, so then it gets placed in commercials and different TV shows around the US and around the world. And I've also been scoring for films. I've been in TV shows playing music before as well. So if that's maybe what you read.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, is there a show that you were on that we might know that's familiar, or?
Yeah, you might know of a show. It's a little show, independent show called Glee on Fox.
That
I don't know if you know
independent.
that.
Okay. That's awesome.
I was on Glee a couple episodes a long time ago.
That's cool.
And playing guitar and banjo. And then I was also on a show called Famous in Love, which is like I'm trying to remember. Maybe it's on Hulu. Okay. What else? Oh, I was on a Bank of America commercial for a Ken Burns documentary.
That is so cool. Okay, and then you're sitting here, and what am I doing with my life, right?
Hey, there's a lot of hills to climb still, man.
We got a lot of people to feed. I love it.
A lot of hills to climb.
Is there anything else that you want to say to us before we wrap up?
I just want to say thank you. And if you are listening and you like what you hear, the other two artists that are performing tomorrow night are phenomenal. And it's going to be such a wonderful celebration. I know people are getting Zoom hangovers and they're not doing a lot of Zoom concerts anymore.
Okay.
But this one's going to be extra special. And it is, again, you go to abbyposner.com, click on shows, or go to Baker Booking. That's my booking agency.
Okay.
And booking, it's on their page. And it's the Pride Celebration concert tomorrow night at 5 p.m.
That's awesome. Well, happy Pride to you, Abby. We enjoyed having you with us.
Thanks, Calipso.
You're welcome. We want to have you on next time live here with us, and you perform
let's
live.
do it. I'll come in.
I think
Sure.
And I just gave Nora the wink that we need to get you on over here next time. Definitely.
Well, when I release my album, I will hit you guys up, and then we'll do a live concert there. That would be awesome.
Oh, you got it. I promise you it's going to happen. We're going to have abbyposner.com right here. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you
right
so
here,
much. Got to come back to us, okay? Definitely.